Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our oracle card for today belongs to the Into the Lonely Woods Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and illustrated by Dan May. Okay, now the card for today is entitled When All Seems Ended. If you try to look at the card on the right, it's as if all the birds are flying away. What makes me think is that when you look also at the environment itself, everything seems to be drab, as if lacking life, as if the birds are migrating just as the winter is beginning. I think it's a good description when winter comes. I think that's another good phrase that we can reflect on. So when all seems ended, usually our growth and our transformation comes after a tower moment. When all seems ended, we start to work on our life, we start to build things until we start to develop certain habits that make us feel stable, feel safe. And suddenly, out of the blue, the universe shatters everything. And what we considered as our source of stability suddenly disappears. Everything seems shattered and all seems to have ended. But it is from this tower moment that oftentimes transformation begins. But the transformation doesn't immediately come. We undergo a winter season. First, there is the shattering, the tower moment, and then there is that solitude where somehow you are aware that you need to spend more time alone because something is changing inside you, and you realize what you consider as a source of stability in the past, you realize they are not really your source of stability. And so you start to search within. And it's like a bear going into hibernation during the winter season. Now, the birds that are migrating outwards, leaving you behind, can symbolize also those people who were before part of your life, but now they couldn't journey with you anymore because they couldn't understand the changes that is happening in you. Or sometimes because of the tower moment, they just became separated from you. Now, this is the time for you to undergo that winter time where the divine and the universe is slowly planting a seed inside of you until this little seed you will nurture in your times of solitude, you will nurture in those times when you try to deepen your relationship with the inner realm. You start to discover yourself, deepen your relationship with your inner self, and then you start to become more aware of the presence of the inner world. And so you develop more relationships inwards. And sooner or later, something starts to grow. And before you know it, you experience the springtime of your soul. So oftentimes when all seems ended, it's actually just a preparation for springtime. But there will be a moment of winter time in order to allow that gift that is given to you by the universe to slowly germinate, to grow in you, and when it is ready, to sprout out into the world and bring life and joy to everything around you. Now let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card so that we may be able to gain more insights regarding when all seems ended. We sculpt our lives until its shape is familiar, and we create patterns and stories and rituals around these shapes, all of which make up the beautiful moments of our days. We have a whole world, and yet sometimes that world, through no decision we have made, comes to its ending. It is this moment for you. All that once was will soon be the past. What is no longer is what was, and that kingdom that was is no more. Yet you are still standing. In truth, every living being is always in flux and change. Beneath the surface, at a deep level, the world keeps moving through her cycles. To live is to change. Take a moment to look upon what once was, to let it go, to give it honor, to say goodbye, and then to slowly stumble into the mysterious unknown, which holds what will become the beautiful future. So, we are being invited to let go of the past and welcome the beautiful future that awaits us. Well, that's it for today. I hope it has been beneficial for you. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.